Hi, this is Chef Janie. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be raising cinnamon rolls, pre-frozen, pre-made cinnamon rolls. And as you can see here, I just bought some rolled cinnamon rolls. I've placed them into a greased pan. And then what I have here is I have about 4 to 5 cups of water or more in my chef skillet here. And I'm using a chef skillet because, as you can see here, it's curved on the sides, and you can see, I don't know if you can see this or not, but you can see the steam rising up and towards the center. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up to a boil, and then I'm going to turn this back down, and we're just going to keep this nice simmering steam going. And then what I'm going to do is I have these same boards that I use for making my stock, and when I hang my cheese, and I'm just going to put one of those on here like so. And I'm going to put my rolls right on here like this. Make sure this doesn't tip. You can kind of see the steam coming around it here. I'm going to lower my heat down. And I'll come back periodically and make sure that this has the tiny bubbles here and that this is still steaming. Then I'm going to take a piece of plastic wrap that I have sprayed a little bit of grease on, a little bit of Crisco spray, and I'm just going to put that on here loosely like this. And then I'm going to use my other board, and I'm just going to slip this like a tent right underneath. Okay, now I've just slipped my board here underneath the plastic, and what I've done, if you can see this here, is I've made a tent. And the plastic wrap hangs over the side, and the curve of this pan will bring the steam right up underneath my little plastic tent here. Do this on both sides. You can really feel it, and you can see it now where it's steaming up underneath here. This will circulate the air all the way around this pan, and this bag usually calls for 3 to 5 hours for raising it at room temperature or even in the refrigerator. I'm going to raise these rolls in just a few minutes. Okay? We can turn this heat down a little bit more. Just minimum steam, that's all it takes. And you want to make sure that the water stays in the bottom of this pan. You want at least an inch to inch and a half of water to stay in the pan. And we're just on a simmer setting. And you can really see this. Watch this. You can really see how this is working. See that? I can practically write my name underneath there, so that's good. That means our steam's getting underneath there. After 10 minutes, I'm going to remove the plastic wrap. I'm going to remove just the board that made the tent. And I'm going to take a folded dish towel before the steam escapes. And I'm going to cover this with a towel just like so. And I'm going to continue to let this steam. And I'll be back in about 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, we're back. See, we still have a little water left here in the pan, and that my rolls have raised. And you can see they have raised above the pan. I'll preheat the oven to 350 degrees, and we'll leave this sitting here covered until our oven is preheated. And then once the oven's preheated, I'm going to bake this at 350 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. We'll check on it. Now, inside this package of rolled cinnamon rolls, we have this packet of icing. You get 1 packet of icing. I'm sorry. Okay, you get 2 packets of icing. We're going to leave 1 packet in there for our next batch of rolls. We're going to use this packet. Now, what we're going to do is we have this warm water left down in here, and we're just going to sit it in here like so. And we're going to sit it in there for about 30 seconds on each side. And then we're going to remove it, and our icing will be ready for our rolls after we bake them. Okay, go ahead and give this a turn now. There we go. It's almost done. Doesn't take long. one more turn. There we go. Kind of knead the package in there just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and turn the stove off. And there we go. Our icing is ready to knead and to drizzle onto our rolls after we bake them. Okay, we're going to place our rolls in a 350-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes. And do not overbake these. Okay, so this is how my rolls are raising in the oven. Look at the size of those things. Okay, we've pulled these from the oven. We're just going to cut the corner off our icing, and we're just going to drizzle on the icing, and we're going to let this cool for about 15-20 minutes before we serve them. You want to still serve these warm. Janie Pendleton with my Easy Rise cinnamon rolls. Enjoy.